I'm getting ready to make me dinner. Today I'm going to be making, we got rice over here, Goyard rice. That's jasmine rice. And I got chicken breast, right? As well as some broccoli and some carrots. That's basically going to be my vegetable, right? However, before I move into that, I also had things in my mind that I wanted to talk about. So I feel like it's about time that, let's say you as well, right? It's time that we focus on that which matters the most. So what do I mean by that? So me personally, I think I have this issue where I try to do everything at once. And then when I try to do everything at once, I end up not getting nothing done. So the example that I'm going to give, for example, I started this new YouTube channel, right, called Kester Unfiltered. And at the same time, I'm also trying to get my certification to be a personal trainer. I'm with this program called NASM, right? Basically, National NASM, National Association Sports Medicine. So it's called National Association Sports Medicine, right? It's a program that you go through and other programs in order for you to get your certification. You have to, take the course, then take an exam at the end of the course. After you pass the exam, then you go get your certification to be a personal trainer. However, right now, I'm like, halfway through the course. The course is a very long course. I get bored sometimes, if I'm being honest with you. I don't really like sitting there studying and doing it, but I've already paid the money and I'm already halfway through, so I have to finish it. But I'm also trying to learn YouTube, how YouTube work, how to grow your audience and everything, right? So it's like me trying to learn YouTube and also having to put in 2 to 3 hours a day trying to finish this course and also working two jobs and also trying to read and do all this type of things. I realized that, okay, the reason why I'm not getting anything done is because I'm trying to do all of this at the same time. So with that being said, what I need to do is focus on what I feel matters the most right now. And what matters the most right now to me is getting this certification in order to become a personal trainer, right? So once I'm done with that, then I can put all my time and attention into learning YouTube and how YouTube works. That way I can grow a community that is similar to me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you are somebody who have all these goals and inspirations that you want to accomplish, right? But at the same time, you have all these other things that you want to be doing. You cannot do everything at once, right? You have to do it one at a time. Because trying to focus your attention on this and that, you end up not getting nothing done. That has been my observation with myself. And that's why I feel like I haven't really been able to finish what I should be finishing. But of course, in the meantime, I'm still always going to be recording these YouTube videos, just getting things out my chest, the way I feel and stuff like that. But that's besides the point. Let's take a look at my body right now, right? So I look like I'm still in shape, right? Which I am. But in all reality, I haven't really worked out for a good, let's say, 3 to 4 months. Like I'm talking about an actual great workout. The type of workout that helped me build this physique. I haven't been able to do. I haven't been able to work out because I am currently injured. Now the injury that I have is on my left groin, which is like by my hip, right? It's called Vasana maneuver. Basically, it's an injury inside my lower abdomen, right? And I had to go do like MRI for that, right? And luckily, it wasn't a hernia because they say hernia is when it gets worse. However, even with this injury, it's still taking me a very long time to heal. But I am into like physical therapy and stuff like that. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be out for. It could be a month, two, three, God knows when. But before I was looking at it like, damn, I can't work out this and that. However, if I start looking at it for what it is now, I have actually been able to buy myself some time. So before I used to go to work, then after work, I would come back, have like 2 to 3 hours before I go to the gym, and I'd be in the gym for 4 hours, right? That takes a lot of my time. But given the fact that I'm not going to the gym as much as I used to because of my injury, now I have the time to, let's say, do stuff like this, YouTube. I mean, regardless, I will still have time to do YouTube, but I have more time to study and I have more time to work more and stuff like that, right? So yeah. So another thing I wanted to talk about is we have to start prioritizing what matters the most. Now, for me, what matters the most to me right now is paying off all the bills that I owe, right? I want to be debt free. I don't want to owe on my credit card on nothing, right? Which I'm actually focused on doing that right now, and I'm actually doing good doing it, right? But however, I almost slipped up. And the way I almost slipped up was going on a vacation. Now, don't get me wrong, the last vacation I've been on was over a year ago, right? Or about to be a year ago. I mean, this vacation that I'm going to, it's not costly, not too bad. However, the money that I'm going to spend on that vacation, I can put it into paying off the things that I want to pay off, become debt free, save more money, right? And then when I'm, you know, free on all payments or whatever the case may be, and I have accomplished my, certification as a personal trainer, then I can go on a nice little vacation and enjoy myself, right? So that right there is something I have also been trying to learn and make sure that I keep learning, which is prioritizing what matters the most, right? So, like I said, right now, what matters the most is working, paying off my bills. That way, I'm debt free, attaining my certification to be a personal trainer. Those things are what matters the most right now, right? So, for you, you should also prioritize what matters the most to you. Stop trying to focus your energy and attention into multiple things at once because you will end up not getting nothing done. However, that does not mean you cannot do it in the future. But given the fact that you're just starting, maybe you're like me, right? You're just starting to learn to be able to focus your energy on things and your attention. You cannot, well, for me personally, doing a lot of things at once is the reason why I feel like I haven't been able to get one tangible thing really done. So therefore, I'm going to start focusing on one thing at a time. And then once I've learned to really master and focus and my attention and stuff like that, once I've mastered it, then I can focus on other things. You get my point? So with that being said, I'm going to get started with cooking this food, right? Like I said, I'm going to be making rice, which is jasmine rice, right? And I'm going to be making chicken breast with carrots and broccoli. It's more so going to be meal prep because I'm going to be making it for today and tomorrow as well, which is Saturday. So I'm going to show you guys the end results when I am done. All right, guys. So I finally finished cooking. It took me about 2 hours to be complete with all of this stuff. So right here we got, I don't know if you can see, chicken. Hold on. I'm going to flip the camera so I can show you better. Okay, so right here we got chicken, we got rice, we got potatoes, and we got some broccoli and some carrot. That was what I end up making. And also, I did say I was gonna make chicken breast, but I ended up making more than just chicken breast. I made chicken thighs as well as chicken wings and the chicken drum. To be honest, this is basically what I eat for the most part, for health reasons and just also because it tastes good. So look, hear me out, right? Hear me out. So if you are somebody like you really want to take care of your health, right? Let's say you started going to the gym or you just want to be healthy in general, look better, feel better, stuff like that. It's really important that you start learning how to cook because that will help you a lot. Like for example, like let's say you want to buy food outside, but you be like, no, I just cook when I get home, right? Then you can do that. So that's basically what I've been doing for the past 4 years now or 5 years because I started cooking for real in 2021, up to now. Like, don't get me wrong, sometimes I'll still buy food outside, let's say I don't have no time at all to cook, I'll buy food outside. But for the most part, I be cooking, I just meal prep and I will have it for like 2-3 days, it will last me 2-3 days and then I just do it again. Don't get me wrong, it can be very time consuming, but at the end of the day, I'm doing it for my health. I'm doing it to feel better, to look better, and to live longer. You got what I'm saying? So again, like I said, in my previous videos, both of my parents passed away and that was due to them not having the best health. So that was a very unfortunate thing. And that was a difficult time in my life. And I don't want to, go down the same path. So it's important to me that I take care of my health. I eat good and work out and do all these type of things. That way I can live a longer life and, be there for myself, my family, my future kids and all types of stuff. Like I was saying earlier in this video, right? Focus on what is most important to you and then try to make that, happen first. Like for me, what is very important to me right now is, like I said, is working, making more, making money, paying off my debt, and also achieving my certification as a personal trainer. And then from there, I can move on to other goals. So thank you guys for watching. Always, work on yourself, focus on yourself, try to become the best version of yourself. And then, yeah, I hope one day we can all become who we inspire to become. Thank you guys for watching. I'm about to go eat this food. And as well, I'm going to watch, I don't know if you can see up there, Dragon Ball Z. Well, I'm actually watching Dragon Ball Super. I already finished watching Dragon Ball Z. Now I'm watching Dragon Ball Super. Right here, we got my boy Gohan. If you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, you should know who Gohan is. So I'm gonna watch that episode while I dissolve the food that I just made. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.